What's up guys, Amer the Hammer here. Today we're gonna go through squatting. I'm gonna show you some tips, some tricks to optimize your squat and really get your squat up there. So one thing I see a lot of people do wrong is actually the way they squat. They're not recruiting the necessary amount of muscle fibers. They don't have and possess the proper mobility to perform the squat. So the first thing we're gonna do before we actually get into the squat and before I go through everything is just do some dynamic stretching, okay? So the first exercise I want you doing this right here. So don't hold it. I just want you to go into the movement, right? We want to open up the hips. If you have locked hips, you're not going to perform the movement correctly and you're not going to produce force the way you should, right? So just elevate your foot, go into a lunge position, really work it through. Right. Really push your knee forward. Try to track your knee over your toes. Gain mobility in the hip, gain mobility in the ankle, and gain mobility in the knee, right? A lot of people are against knees going over the toes. There's a lot of controversy over that. There's a lot of mixed opinions. I personally don't really give a shit. I do what I feel my body needs to do. My body needs to open up, get all the joints moving. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the first exercise. Do 10 per side, 3 times each side. Next. We always do these before we squat, this routine. Why? Because you need the hips opened up. A lot of you guys are sitting down at work, sitting in your car. Right? Do that, do about 20 total, 10 per side. Do that about 2 or 3 times. Next, you're just gonna sit in the deep squat position, okay? Try to push your knees outward, right? What happens a lot of times, you guys are sitting at work for 8 hours a day, sitting down, the hips lock, your hip flexors become contracted, your glutes become weaker. Then you come and try to squat. That's why a lot of you guys get these back problems and, you know, can't perform the squat properly. I can watch someone do a squat and right away, I know if they have the proper mobility. While you're in this position, just work through your hips. Try to open them up. As you can see, I'm wearing Olympic lifting shoes, Addy Powers. Are they necessary? I would recommend them. You don't necessarily need them. But I mean, for 150 bucks, if it's gonna help you squat better, it's gonna help you gain more range of motion. If you're squatting often, definitely get it. You know, you wanna play basketball, you're gonna use basketball shoes. You wanna play baseball, you're gonna use baseball cleats. So same thing applies here, all right guys? So after you do that, we're gonna move into the actual squat. And I'm gonna show you how we set up for the squat and the differences in setup and why most people do it wrong.